Hello, my friends, family, and esteemed colleagues. There is one issue that is touching many people, and it is quite common also during the observation of the protocol, Cellular's protocol. And this is so-called urinary tract infection. Whenever we have burning sensation when we urinate, or frequent urges to urinate and discomfort, we are being told that we have a urinary infection. Now, to prove it, since we are being brainwashed into believing that pathogen microbes are the cause of infections, so urine sample is being given, analyzed for presence of bacteria or fungus, and then according to what is found, this is being pronounced the culprit and antibiotic. And the burning sensation goes down. So, must be it, must be the bacteria. Well, it is not so. What is happening? As we are living low on plasma, low blood levels, our body is incapable of cleansing properly. The lower level of blood we have, less plasma we have, less of cleansing goes on. And what body cannot cleanse and has to get out of a main circulation, it pushes into periphery, subcutaneous tissue, connective tissue, adipose tissue. And if it can, it will crystallize it, like many acid. For example, uric acid is very easy to get out of the body. If we have enough plasma, if our blood levels are optimal, no matter how much uric acid we create, body has no problem of eliminating it. The reason why levels of uric acid in the blood rise is because of the inability of cleanse because of low plasma. Eventually, it is pushed in the peripheral tissue, it is crystallized in the kidneys, crystallized in the peripheral tissue. You get these little bumps, and crystallize inside joints. Now, when we have elevated levels of uric acid, and if opportunity comes, let's say we drank milk, so some plasma came in, or we swam in the seawater, so we absorbed some plasma. Plasma is water with minerals. In this case, it's ionic water. So, opportunity comes to get these acids out. Now, if we drank some, but not enough, so body, kidneys, are going to push this acid out, and they accumulate in your bladder. And because of the strong acidity, it creates a burning sensation. And when you urinate, it burns. Well, if you read my books or if you watched my videos, then you also understand that our white blood cells, macrophages, they are garbage disposal unit. But if the level of garbage rises, or if the garbage is not marked, so it is unknown to the white blood cell, it's not marked with GCMF, then it is not going to be collected. And this pollution increases, and body forms a larger forms that can handle a larger toxic load. And we call them bacteria or fungus, depending what type of garbage is there to be dealt with. And as the acidity was growing, well, bacteria form to deal with this garbage. So often you have this sensation of burning, urinate frequently, small amount of urine, but you have the burning with it. So you go to doctor right away thinks, infection. Takes the sample, analyzes it, if it finds bacteria or fungus, I got it, this is a culprit. Gives antibiotic. What happens? Sensation diminishes and goes away. Why? Oh, we killed the bacteria. Well, bacteria was eating the garbage. It was not affecting your cells. So why would bacteria create any problem? Well, it doesn't. More garbage you have, more food available for bacteria, bacteria multiplies like crazy. It is not just case with bacteria, it's a case with all life. Fertile ground, you have a lot of growth. A lot of animal life, a lot of predators. It's how nature has been created. So, a lot of toxicity, you will have a lot of bacteria, and if the toxicity is even increasing, then you need a larger thing to deal with it, and you get parasites. So, why, number one, why is the burning sensation? Now we know has nothing to do with bacteria, is the acids. Acids cause the burning sensation. The more acidic urine becomes and longer it lingers in the bladder, the more burning sensation it will have. But it becomes, the urine can become so acidic that actually during urination it affects your urethra and your ureters, and bam, you have a problem. Burning sensation. Nothing to do with bacteria. Now the question is, why sometimes during the protocol, you start observing the protocol, self-healers protocol, you start cleansing, and if you had a burning sensation, it may intensify first couple days and then pop and disappear. And now you don't have any more burning sensation and you are fine. And you can be like this for a month or two. And all of a sudden, you get the burning sensation again and you are well hydrated. And you keep drinking plasma and eating correctly. What's happening? And it happens to many people. Because they are very acidic on a cellular level. So once when the blood is clean, the cells start hydrating and they start offloading their toxic load. Now everything is frequency. So particular influences will cause or stimulate particular frequencies, particular organs, particular cells into faster detox. But if you have higher acidity and every dehydrated on cellular level, every dehydrated individual has a buildup of strong acids inside of the cells. And when they start seeping out, they acidify the blood. Since you are drinking plasma, you are in a protocol, now your body is not shoving it in peripheral circulation and trying to get it out of the main circulation. It goes directly into cleansing. And kidneys start eliminating it. But not only kidneys. It may affect, and if you have diarrhea, toxic mucus, also acidic, can give you nausea, and inflame in the colon and give you diarrhea. You may have even burning sensation around anus, because now a lot of toxicity, toxic acids are being eliminated that used to be stored inside of your cells, so you had no problem with them. Cells did, but you don't have any sensation because they did not inflame, they did not grow in size and create any pressure on the nervous system, so you have no idea that they have a problem. They actually shrunk. They are dehydrated. They are like prunes. But once when they start hydrating, they start throwing these acids out. And when they're eliminating, when your body is eliminating all the organs that are affected now with these acids, they start showing symptoms. And it may happen that particular organ that was very acidic could not hydrate before because you had your mind set on something that was resonating with this frequency and you did not cleanse it. And all of a sudden, you change your frame of thinking. Something happened that now you are not paying attention anymore to that. And the organ gets stimulated with proper voltage and goes into cleanse. And since blood is relatively clean, the cells will hydrate and throw the toxicity, making your blood very toxic, very acidic. It immediately goes into elimination and now goes into your bladder. And longer it sits there, more it burns. And then becomes concentrated. When you urinate, it's burning. Because of acids, no bacteria. So you should drink more plasma, as much as you can, to dilute it. So you have more plasma, you are cleansing, okay, your cells are cleansing also. So more toxicity, more acids are coming, but at the same time, the sheer amount of plasma that now has to be eliminated because the body cannot hold more plasma than its capacity. So it starts eliminating faster. So you get diarrhea if necessary, but you also get, which is desirable in this situation because it's a faster detox. And you are urinating a lot. By urinating a lot, you are holding the urine lesser time in the bladder, affecting it lesser. And also you are diluting these acids. So there is a less burn. But it still could be persistent because the amount of acidity that can be coming out of your cells could be devastating. And this could take several days of cleansing. And just keep drinking a lot of plasma. But now, if bacteria is not the cause. How come that when you take antibiotic, that it cuts the process? You don't have any more burning sensation. Because antibiotic is not what we are being told. Very often it marginally affects bacteria, but it's a strong poison. And when it comes into the blood, the cells do not want to take it in, not even through passive hydration. So what happens? The cells start creating heat proteins, stress proteins, and reinforcing their membrane to prevent this stuff coming in. It just makes membrane much denser and denser. Now, the more denser the membrane gets from not absorbing this poisonous antibiotic, the less of the acidity can seep out. So now you have locked the acidity in the cells. Whatever acidity is in the blood gets cleansed within hours, and a burning sensation goes away. Not because you have killed bacteria, but because there is no acidity comes seeping out from your cells and blood gets cleaned. This is the reason. And this is what antibiotics always do. Very often, women have a problem of burning with discharge because the mucosal tissue is cleansing. So now it's not only that you have these acids in the urine, but you are cleansing through mucosal tissue. This is why you get nausea, this is why you get diarrhea. But you also, in women, in uterus, in vagina, it's all mucosal tissue. And it also cleanses the blood, cleanses the acids out. And these acids now are very uncomfortable, and right away body creates antidote. Usually to deal with this, it creates fungus. And women have this discharge, they feel pain, they feel burning sensation, pain, because it all gets inflamed from the acids. But bacteria, fungus is there to deal with these acids. But when we get a sample, doctor is already programmed. Oh, discharge, it's a fungus. And now goes and gives you poison to put there to deal with the fungus. Well, the poison is absorbed by the tissue, and cells recognize it as very strong poison, so they create heat proteins locally inside of vagina and uterus. And they create heat proteins, close the cells, so cells don't absorb this poison, but they also stop throwing out the acidic load, and they stop filtering the acidic load from the blood because cells are closed. They don't do. Same as in glomerule. Glomerule closes. And what happens? You don't have any more burning sensation. You say, okay, we are dealing with your problem by killing the fungus. No, it's just optics. You are not killing any fungus, and even if you do, this is not causing you to feel better. You are shutting the cleansing process. You are preventing the acidic toxicity to come out of your body, which locks it in the body and creates a worse and worse situation. And this is how doctors, instead of healing, they are spreading and creating diseases, because body on its own would never get so toxic that it gets itself in a chronic health problem. Never. If we would allow it, to cleanse. But everything we are being told is to prevent us to supply the body with what it needs to keep cleansing and operating properly. Number one is not taking the salt. Without salt, without the minerals that are there, we cannot cleanse. So don't be surprised when you are following the protocol that all of a sudden you get burning sensation. And don't run to the doctor because you know right away he's going to put you on antibiotics, because doctors know diddly squat and they'll give you antibiotic. That's all they know. Or painkiller, anti-inflammatory. That's all they know to do. Because what we are being told in medical school is totally wrong. And they follow the wrong science, not only your doctors, but also alternative medicine, through their manipulation of plant poisons, supplements. Forget about all of this. None of it is true. Sipping on moringa is not going to help. Yeah, it's going to make you more toxic. You have patch, symptomatic relief, but intoxifying your body. And this is what all the antibiotics and all the medicinal remedies that you are taking that help you to deal with the symptom. So, if you have a burning sensation during urination, drink more plasma as much as you can. Run the diarrhea to cleanse faster, and faster you eliminate the stuff, the better for you. The symptoms are going to calm down in time because your cells are going to continue cleanse as well. Let them. Don't stop it to feel better. It takes sometimes pain to get better. Just keep going and let all this acidity come out, and after that you can heal. And it's not going to happen anymore. Thank you for being here. Till next time, love you all.